Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the Recession Ruger. So this right here is a 9mm PDW made out of a Ruger, and this one in particular is a Ruger P95 slide, although it can be made out of a bunch of different Rugers in various calibers in 9, 40, and 45, and it uses an AR-15 fire control group. So what you get is the nice crispy pull of an AR trigger with the cheap and affordable frame of the Ruger P95 here, which we got for 45 bucks here. On top we got mounted a bootleg Trigicon RMR, which is a nice little pistol dot. This right here is a pretty convenient little PDW. Unlike an AR9 or something, it's substantially lighter, substantially more compact, and fits in a bag real nice. It takes Glock mags just like any AR9, but you know, you have a lockup, unlike a direct blowback AR9, which gives this thing a lot nicer recoil impulse than a standard direct blowback AR9. Assembling this thing isn't really that big of a pain. You just kind of put it together. There's a couple screws. It really wasn't that hard at all. And once it's together, it's been running pretty flawlessly. You've seen every once in a while, as a lefty, I've been bumping this mag release. You saw it there when I was shooting. I bumped that mag release and it caused the mag to just drop out. I mean, you can see it's not all the way in there. Dropped out a little bit, and we were getting some feeding issues, and it's tap rack and it'll run. But I'm gonna keep fiddling with it and hopefully it gets sorted out. But yeah, I mean, for sub 100 bucks, you really cannot beat a gun like this. I mean, this is a cheap $30 AR fire control group. Got a $45 slide, and the fake $30 Trigicon gives you a pretty nice compact package here. Collapse looks like that, you know. So, yeah, it's a pretty convenient little thing. I guess the only tips I'd give you are you need to remove the firing pin block. Obviously, because otherwise the AR-15 fire control group wouldn't work, so you got to get that out. Honestly, mine was stuck, so I brought it to a gunsmith and he punched it out in a day or two for me. But other than that, it goes together really well. The print's pretty sizable. I mean, you can see this whole frame. But I think what's the most interesting thing about this is that there is not another gun like this on the market. You know, this gun can only be made on a 3D printer. You cannot make this with traditional firearms manufacturing. I mean, theoretically you could, but then it would be a serialized firearm component, which would be a pain to purchase. I think the Flux Raider is the closest thing to this, but personally, the fact that you get an AR-15 trigger on here makes this substantially better in my mind. I wish it did have a second mag holder like the Flux does, and I might print one off here. You know, a nice mag holder up front so I can switch mags really fast just like the Flux. But other than that, it's just a really nice little compact chassis for your Rugers. And I'd highly recommend it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Take it easy, train, and stay dangerous, right? Is that what Reno May says? Yeah, we're going with that.